Folks, let's take a little walk today, okay? Normally I go on that side of the park, but, I wanted to show you, and stand by, folks. I'm going to tell you a story, all right? It's really something I did, and it's a true story. You're going to love it, so please subscribe, like, share, and all that stuff. Folks, here I am at the park. This is on Santa Monica, and normally I go on that side of the park where they got the fish and so forth. But this park goes on and on, all right, for several miles. Not so, several blocks, may I say. Okay? And this is here, North Canyon Drive. This street there is called Park. And look at those beautiful girls crossing the street there. I'm going to tell you something. It's so nice to come out, and especially when the sun is shining. It's not that warm today. I mean, compared to you people back east, this is very warm. Okay, you guys would be swimming over here. Uh, I love it. Uh, but folks, just wait, get some more people in here. You know what I'm very happy about, folks? I'm getting a lot of comments from a lot of young Gen Z people, okay? And really great, respectful comments from these young people. And they love my content, and they want to hear more stories. And I'm talking to you, I give you updates on the news and other things, okay? And you see this park here, this is right across. That's the Annenberg over there, the Wallace. All right. They used to be a post office. I used to maintain a P.O. box there for years. There's my buddy Agent Orange. All right. Mini Trucking Medic, how are you? Okay. And you can see there's a tour bus pulling up. And over there, folks, that is the City Hall of Beverly Hills. Um, this park, she's well manicured, well kept. Uh, what's the sign say over there? Let's go take a look. Alright? California Real Estate Association. Well, they presented that rock. I guess that's it. Okay. Now you can see across the street, the park continues, goes on for several blocks, little something, but they always got something nice and really great. Now I know a lot of you folks want to hear about it. You're going to love this story, folks. Okay? How I sold the Golden Gate Bridge. Scorpio, keep the snow, my friend. Okay, I don't want it here. All right, we don't like snow in Beverly Hills. You folks got a bad over there, I know. Hello, Jordan. How you doing, buddy? My son Jordan. He calls me Dad. I'll call you my son. Viper, Scorpio. You love that, huh? Okay. Look at folks, another tour bus there on the corner. They come in all sides and shapes and bringing people on tour, showing them celebrity homes and all that. I was doing that thing. You folks love that, and I'm going to do more of it. So, leave me a comment. Tell me what celebrity homes that you want to see. Okay? I'd like to know from you because, folks, you're my family. And I want you to be happy. And talking about making people happy, I talk about it every day. I do something kind for others. They come back to you. Now, I was in Trader Joe's. You folks have Trader Joe's store back there? All right. Yes, 420. Yes, I have. Okay. Uh, Hi Raymond, the dude. How you doing? 420 Madness. Yep, 420 Madness. Uh, my son comes to my house. He smokes a joint. Leaves my face smelling like marijuana. Then my neighbor comes. Who smoked? I said, I don't know. Not me. But what was I going to say here? Uh, I hate to see a little of the Hollywood Hills up there, so I wanted to show you that. There's a homeless guy there. See that homeless guy behind that bench? And that's the bench that I want to sit in. I'm going to sit there anyways. But let me tell you what happened in Trader Joe's. You know, when you need something, the hope there is tremendous. The kindest people you could imagine. But today, I was in line and I was checking out. I said, hey, I'm looking for, because I like the Fig Newton that they sell at Trader Joe's. And the guy said, oh no, a customer was ready to check out. Had groceries, had a car full of stuff. And he went and got it for me. We started talking. I'm standing there at the checkout counter. They're asking me who I am. All right. And hey, George, how you doing, George? We got an idiot here, folks. Look at that George. Okay? He don't know shit about the law. He thinks he's a tough guy, and he doesn't know anything. And we got this guy from Marcello. Okay, buddy, I knew Carlo Marcello. Okay, you didn't. I did. Folks, let me tell you this story, okay? So anyway, what you do, what you put out will come back to you tenfold. Now, you all know what the Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco. All right? Please like, subscribe, share, okay? Folks, help me out. Subscribe. Let's get me to $20,000, okay? And for all you Gen Z and you young people, thank you. I love the fact that you enjoy my content. That's great. Okay? Folks, being a con man, is like being Donald Trump. Donald Trump's out there telling us how great the economy is. But you and I know that it's not. Right? All right? But he says it so much, he really believes that it is. Well, for him, it doesn't make a difference. He doesn't go grocery shopping. He doesn't know that. I'm going to sit here, folks, get a little sun on my face. Now, let me tell you, this was many years ago. And Ralph Serpi was with Dino De Laurentiis. And you've heard me talk about him before. There's other posts that I did. Uh, we got somebody, Leshmanland in Europe. Thank you. Danielle, I normally go down to the Palm Beach area, Florida. My son lives in Palm Beach Gardens. Mm-hmm. I'm Italian. Okay, folks. So Ralph and they always had a New Year's Day party, and in the afternoon. And there'd be Hollywood producers, directors, actresses, and I was always invited. And I go there. I'm by myself, and Everybody else is with their wife or their husband. Thank you, Scorpio, for subscribing. Okay? And so, anyways, you want to see movies? All right, look at the Balachi Papers, the Brinks Job. Those are movies that Ralph Surfy made, just to name a couple. But, so, anyways, the party was winding down and not go to Jane, Ralph's wife. I said, I'm going to be leaving. Now, there was one single woman there, a beautiful blonde woman, okay? And Jane said, well, Ori, Ellen is leaving. She doesn't know how to get down the hill. No, Ralph lived on Bellagio in Bel Air, and it was high up. George, I guess you don't listen to me, George. Okay, George must be new here. Doesn't realize the fact that I took full responsibility for all my actions. So go back and look at other things. Learn who I am, George. Maybe if you could afford it, buy my book, learn who I am, and see what I done. Okay, before you come blasting me with your garbage. All right? Be respectful, folks. All right? If you can't be respectful, go elsewhere. Okay? I don't care. Thank you, Bubba, for subbing. All right, I appreciate it. But anyways, I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, she made it up the hill, but she don't know how to get down the hill. Well, this was really Jane's way of hooking me up with her. So anyway, she follows me down the hill. All right, it's about maybe a 7 minute drive, windy roads, and then you come down to Bellagio and Sunset Boulevard. So she gets down to from Sunset. She knew where to go. She stops her car, gets out, and she thanks me. And she said, why don't you come to my place for a cocktail? I said, okay, I'll follow you. Well, she lived fairly close to me. She lived in, it's called adjacent Beverly Hills, had a beautiful home. Her name was Ellen Rothschild. Now, for those of you who don't know the name Rothschild, the Rothschild family is one of the wealthiest families in the world. They've been around for a long time. They financed wars. They financed the Napoleon War. Okay, Napoleon Bonaparte. Yes, they did. Okay, big banking family. They go way back. Now, and we start talking, and we're having a cocktail, and before you know it, one thing leads to another. I don't have to explain it to you, folks. You know, we started kissing, and uh, you know, I ended up staying there for the night, obviously, and she and I became close for a while. Now, at the time, I had a company called International Seafood Distributors, where I distributed seafood, had sales girl, beautiful girl, sales girl to all the top restaurants here in Beverly Hills and Hollywood. And no, Ellen Rothschild was her married name from her first husband, but she always maintained the name Rothschild because it's a very powerful name. She had been married 4 times after that. Her last husband gave her 57 AM, PM stations on her divorce. Can you imagine how much money this woman had? I can't. Okay? But I was staying with her, and her bedroom was beautiful, and she hit a buzzard, and the wall would open up to the pool. This is the kind of money that this lady had. Okay, I mean the pool. It was beautiful. So one day, she loves seafood. She asked me to bring some seafood that we could cook, and she had a friend of hers over. So I invited my friend David with me. So now here we are. We had dinner. We cooked the shrimp and lobster, stuff like that. And now we're sitting around, we're talking. And now they ask me, what else do you do? And I don't know why I did this. It just popped into my head. I said, well, this has got to stay between us. I said, can't tell nobody, okay? They said, yeah. I said, I've been licensed to sell the Golden Gate Bridge. And I said, I can't tell nobody about it. It's got to be a closed deal. I says, and the price is cheap. It's only $25 million. I said, now let me explain the reason. And then I started making all this stuff up, all right? That it was owned by San Mateo County and the city of San Francisco. All right, they were having problems because both owned half and so forth. Okay, but folks, the more I got into it, I really believed that I had that bridge to sell. I'm serious. Okay, as I said, like Donald Trump's on TV every day telling us the economy's great. All right, he believes that. We know it's not true. But folks, I had this hair story going so good, I really started to believe I really had the bridge to sell. Okay? And these people, two gals, they had the money to buy it. They wanted to join. They wanted to be part of it. I'm serious. Okay? Bob, I look like your great grandpa. I'm 81 years old, my friend. So, folks, I wanted to share that story with you. It's a true story, really happened. I don't want to come here and talk about Diddy or I don't want to talk about what's going on in Minneapolis today. For those of you who know, I did that uh, this morning. Deplorable what's going on there. And folks, I was the first one to start talking about Stephen Miller. And now Bill O'Reilly and every other, I don't know if they're watching me or not, but they all started talking about her now. Okay? I'm Italian, my friend. Where at you, sir? Ramon, I'm here at the park, one of the parks in Beverly Hills, right across the city hall over there. I want to show you again. Okay, they got a statue here. Normally, I go on the park over there where I show you they got the fishes, and more tourists go over there than they do over here. All right, folks, I have a million stories that I'm able to tell you. So please, all right, help me out by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Uh, but folks, I thought about that today. Now, for those who bought my book, you know that I robbed the LA City Jail, a cable box. Now, how many people you know that break into a jail to steal something? Okay? Well, you got the guy right here. Okay? And I'm going to tell you that whole story from beginning to end. So please make sure you got your notifications on. All right? You subscribe and all those good things. Okay? You can teach me lessons in story. Bob, I got a lot of stories. Bob, how old are you, may I ask? I take it you're a young man. Okay? I heard of the Rossetti family. Yes, I did. Thank you, Ramon. All right? You know, folks, sometimes I do have misunderstanding reading some of the comments. Uh, Folks, you know, if you all want to get together, you want to sit down, talk to me, I'm in Beverly Hills, California. So you got to arrange it. Maybe some of you get together, arrange something where we could do a little event, okay? And I'll be there for you. And you know, you could sit down and ask me questions, and I'll tell you stories. We could do that sort of things. Yeah, Gary, yeah. Let's bring some New York people. Bring them up all over. All right? Let's do it. Okay? Put it together, buddy. Go crazy or hike. Thank you, Ramon. So you folks put it together. A couple of you get together, organize it. Okay? You know I'm also, you know, you need me for speaking events. I'm a speaker. Uh, you know, I'm well versed in a lot of different areas. My last speaking engagement was at the National Auto Dealer Association in Las Vegas, and it was a great event. You know, I was the pioneer in the automobile after sale business. So I'm one of the guys you could blame that when you go into a dealership and buy a car, all right, a salesman will demo you the car, and then, all right, he will, it's called turnover, T-O. Turnover, he'll say, my business manager, my general manager, my finance manager, they're after sales managers. And that's where they get you to finance the car there. Then they'll get you to put on the credit, life, and accident and health on the financing of the loan. And then they'll sell you rust proofing, auto alarm, all right, another warranty, you name it, they sell it. They say it's only $1 a month more, only $2 a month more. Greetings from your Anna Russo. Oh my God, I know a lot of Russos. So, folks, that's what I did. All right, Renee Castro, how are you? Clash Brown, test drive, trial code, close as hell. TO, only if you can close it. Finance deliver. You must be in the car business class, huh? Are you? Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, Renee. You're fine. I wish everybody all the best health and happiness in the world. Oh boy, this bench hurts my butt. I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna get up. Look at, I told you about the tour buses. Look at, all sizes, more. Okay. Now that's Cannon Drive over there, and Al Pacino lives someplace up that street. A lot of people see him walking down, and he goes to Ebaldi's restaurant over there, one of his favorite places. Uh, Obviously, let's take a walk, folks, and show you some of the houses. What do you think? You want to see some of the houses there? Okay. Yeah. Take a walk in Beverly Hills, folks. Let's see what this plaque says. I never seen these things before. Alright. The band Beverly Hills Centennial Tree, replanted January 20, 2014. Beverly recognized Beverly Hills' first 100 years. And there's the tree, folks. It was planted in 2014. You see, you got the guy cutting the grass here. They manicure everything really good here. Alright? Yeah. Garrett, you got the snow back there. I hear there's another storm coming. Is that true? Huh? Now, folks, see these little houses here? They're beautiful little homes. Been there for a long time. Somebody someday will buy that home. Over here, $5 to $7 million they will pay. And then they will tear it down to build a bigger home. And let me show you, okay? Take a look here. They're all behind gates, see, refined, all right? This is Crescent Drive I'm on now. See, folks, what I mean? Look at this here. This looks like two houses. Is it one house? Look at it. Basketball court back there. Look at how big that house is, folks. Okay? Oh my God. This is huge. How come I never saw this before? You're all seeing this home with me for the first time, too. I drive by it a million times. I never really looked at it. Another entrance. Do you believe, folks, that's a home for one family? Now see that home across the street? Okay. That's what I'm talking about. The home behind those bushes, but look at it. Beautiful homes, folks. Okay? Let's see. You can see how the streets, see the streets in Beverly Hills, see how not clean and smooth they are. Once you drive out of Beverly Hills and hit Los Angeles, the roads are horrible. You think you're in New York. There's pothole after pothole. It's crazy. Okay? There's another home across the street. Yeah. This is a smaller home, a little bit older, Spanish style. Folks, these homes here, believe it or not, go for $7 to $10 million. Okay? Garrett, keep it going, buddy. All right? You could do it. It takes time. All right? It takes a long time to build a channel. Okay? I've done it myself. All my subscribers are real. I don't buy none of them. Folks, if you notice, every street in Beverly Hills, the trees are different. Now, I don't know what kind of trees these are. Maybe you folks do, okay? Are they elm trees? Anybody know what kind of trees these are? But every street, all right, like Maple Street, they have maple trees. Elm Street, they have elm trees, okay? So every street has different trees. All right. Well, I'm happy you folks are enjoying this. It's my pleasure to bring this to you. Real showing you sent $100. People send me $100, but I don't know where it goes. Okay. Hi, Robert. I've already had the open heart surgery and kidney failure, not to mention. Oh man, I'm sorry about that there, Garrett. Oh, does everybody say a prayer for my friend Garrett there, going through some medical issues. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Oh my God, that's very nice. Bahadi Diamond Show. Thank you so much. Now, Garrett, we're in upstate New York. I was born in upstate New York. Okay. I was born in Rome, New York. Where upstate are you? All right. Super straight. You're Chinese. Beautiful. I love the Chinese. I love every race, every color, every denomination. Okay. I don't have any hatred for anybody. All right. We got somebody from Scotland in here. All right. Joe from the UK. That's your first time in Beverly Hills, huh? Syracuse, New York. Yeah, my brother lived in Syracuse. All my nephews and nieces lived there. I've been there many times. Great city. Thank you. Papa's glowing. Papa's happy because Papa loves making other people happy. And you know, I do that every day. And every day I wake up happy. Okay? I wake up happy. I wake up positive. And I want that for all of you too. And you can do that. Being kind to others, being respectful to others, and treating others the way you want to be treated. So, folks, that was my little tour here. Now, Saturday, it's going to be 81 degrees here. I'm sorry, East Coast people, but I got to tell you. Okay? uh, so, I'm going to do another tour in places you haven't been yet in Beverly Hills that I haven't taken you. So be sure to subscribe, put your notifications on so you know when I'm coming. So, folks, as usual, all my love and respect to all of you. Okay? I accept Christ, Ted. DQ, originally, which is a suburb of Buffalo. I know Buffalo well. Did a lot of business up in Buffalo. I was friends with Joe Tadaro. Okay? You know Joe's Pizza Restaurant? Joe was a friend of mine. I've been around, folks. All right? Thank you, Katie. All right? Ancient astronaut theory. Oh my God, I don't know. Attica, New York. That's where the prison is. Okay, Barry, thank you for the gift of 1,000. All right, Harry, thank you so much, buddy. Big respect to you, my friend. Big respect to all of you. All right? Well, you could be any place you want, Garrett. Okay? We could do anything we want to as long as we have the desire to do it. Alright? Thank you, Magic Mama. Holland. Oh boy, we got people from Holland. Oh, hello, my friend in Holland. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Highly cherished. I appreciate it. I am blessed every day that I wake up. Okay? We got the UK here. The golden rule. Do unto others as they would do unto you. Okay? Is that it, Garrett? I think I'm right. Life is beautiful, folks. Life is beautiful. Truly is. We are all fortunate for every day that we wake up. The good Lord gives us another day. Okay? Because the most valuable asset that we all have is time. It's not how much money you got, okay? It's time. Because we all have a very limited time on this earth. We don't know. Only He above, the good Lord, knows. So, folks, why not be happy, positive, and do good things for others? Thank you, Canada. Boy, Donald Trump wants to buy Canada too. He's going to take over California. Well, I hope he does because California is in shambles. It's been a year since the Palisades in Eaton fire, and people still cannot get the permits they need to build homes. Okay? Ridiculous. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. They folks, I talk to everybody, especially women. Hey, you're looking at a little commercial for the woman, I'm sorry. North Wales, Don, thank you for coming. Alright? I thank you all for coming from all over the world. It's a truly blessing. You know, it's like I don't want to leave you because that's how much I love you all here. Okay? So, folks, can I get more likes over here? Toronto, great city, Ontario. I've been there many times. You know, it's really unfortunate. I would love to go to Canada, but they won't allow me there because I'm a felon. All right? Yeah, somebody give this old man some likes, okay? Give the old Nick some likes. Thank you, sweetheart. Man, you like that from before. Talk to everybody. All right, folks, I'm going to let you go. I'll be on tomorrow again. Haven't selected the subject yet, but you'll see me tomorrow. All right? I've been to Canada a few times. It's beautiful. The people are so kind. Well, hi, where do you live now, Harley Sheriff? All right? Palermo or Naples. Huh? Top fan. Oh, Palermo. I had to say Palermo. I got friends there. All right? You're in Oklahoma. You're getting the snow there too, aren't you? Hi, Hamster. Thank you, my love. Thank you, everybody. All right, folks. God bless you. All my love and respect to you all. I love you. Thank you for coming.